boy! I can't believe you're here. It's so great to see you. Meet Victor, my former best friend. His family runs a huge fashion label, so I should have known that he'd be here on the student council here. But I didn't want to believe it until now. It really killed him that he didn't get to wait for you out front, you know. He's that desperate. No, he didn't appreciate that. And I don't appreciate his purple-ass hair. Dude, this guy's really into purple. Purple hair, purple eyebrows, purple mascara, green eyes. His green eyes matches his weird green shirt. This guy's kind of a mess. Anyway, it's so great to see you. I tried to reach out to you last December with my condolences, but you didn't respond. I was a little worried. It's been a long December, and there's reason to believe maybe this guy's purple hair is kind of weird. I'll spare you the backstory, but let's just say Victor doesn't know when to quit. Some personal space, please. You know what? Victor may not know when to quit. It's probably a good idea that we don't try and spurn his advances or give him any kind of false hope, but we're gonna try politeness and hope that in the months that it's been since our father's tragic death, that he's gonna respect us and leave us alone. So we're gonna say hello. I'm not gonna say I'm happy to see him after all these years. Oh, and it's been years, so maybe he'll get it. But I guess I don't hate it either. He hasn't changed much, though, that's for sure. It really has. Boy and Victor reunited at last. Can you believe that? I sure can't. I see you're already familiar with our secretary, Mr. Winterbone. You must also meet Mr. Rajendran, our treasurer. Look at this fucking guy. So I'm not one to trash anybody's look, but, this guy looks like Botan from Yu Yu Hakusho if she was a potato. Poor Ellis. I might as well just do the Botan voice, because she looks like Botan. Or he, sorry. At this point, it goes from, it was originally Reaver, now it's to Botan, and I guess now it's just back to Reaver. Hello, you can just call me Ellis. I hope he doesn't care. I hope you enjoy your time here at our school. He can't seem to meet my eye. Is that shyness or all-consuming guilt after having killed my father? I need to start making note of potential subjects. I might have to grab my, a few pieces of paper in case I have to write down any of this information. It's probably just shyness, though. I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Just going off first impressions, he seems like the nicest of the bunch. Very classically pretty, kind of like a princess. I can ask him what he calls his hairstyle, or what does his family do. Well, considering he looks like he's wearing a light blue George Washington wig, we're just gonna ask him what his family does. I guarantee you they work at a bank. Or they're a family of punk rockers. I hate asking this question. It's such a bland, presumptuous default, but honestly, I have no idea what else to say. He didn't give me much to work with. They're in business finance. I called it! I said they work at a bank! I could write video games too. That's incredibly vague. He probably just doesn't know. Now that all introductions have been made, it is time to address your purpose in being here, Miss Mailberg. This is a school? He couldn't possibly know my real purpose in being here, could he? I will be direct. The Student Council would like to offer you, as former Headmaster Mailberg's daughter, an honorary position among our ranks. Hell yeah, nepotism for the win. Oh no, it's fine. He doesn't have a clue. Wait, what did he just say? We feel very strongly that this position is your birthright and will not allow you to decline. Good. since, like, you'd have been president anyway if you'd been here at the start of the senior year, I mean, he's absolutely right, but I'm really not a fan of having things forced on me thanks to my family status. Okay, so is that how you get to be in the student council at this academy? Is you have more money? This guy's got money? Fucking nasty boy's got money? He's a secretary. Isn't that a great idea, boy? We'll get to spend so much time together. Pardon me if I don't jump for joy. And pardon me while I burst into flames. And, there's really been a lot of paperwork for us to do lately, so it will help for you to be around. You will also receive a litany of potential benefits from being among our ranks, such as... He's reciting this laundry list now that I'm not sure I care to relay. It's kind of fascinating, though. These boys aren't even affected by evening curfew. Can you imagine that? They don't have curfews? What rebels. Exemptions from various academic requirements, access to restricted data. Wait, hold on. Restricted data? That sounds very up my alley. These characters look like they were taken out of the doll shop game that we just played. If I can get my hands on some of that, there's a lot I could find out. This might be the opportunity I've been waiting for. Actually, I think I know she's here to look for her father's murderer, but I think that, you know, not being required to fulfill academic, you know, requirements, a bit redundant, but the fact that you're exempt from academic requirements, that's shit. That's the best. I wish I had that. I'll do it. Do I have a choice? No, I'm in. I am in. From a role-playing standpoint, I am in. Boy Mailberg, a.k.a. me, we're in. I don't seem to have much of a choice, but it's the best route for me to take if I want to continue my investigation. I welcome you to the Mailberg Academy Student Council, then, Miss Mailberg. I hope we all find this to be a mutually fulfilling arrangement. Welcome home, boy! Yeah, welcome. Welcome! Your orientation will take place shortly after classes end tomorrow afternoon. I look forward to seeing you there. Please let this be worth it. Alright, so I don't have a pretty good... If those are the 4 boy romances I have to choose from right now, I'm not sure which one I'm leaning towards yet. I'm going to have to figure out a little bit more about them before I make I want to make an informed decision. I want to make sure that Boy Mailberg gets the right person, even though we're going to have to fake it with a lot of these boys in order to find out who we're looking for. After that entire ordeal, I might as well head to the dorm room now and meet up with Gia. Since we're roommates now, I guess, did she volunteer to show me around just because of that? Our room's got a little bit of a wallpapering issue. I feel like some of this can be fixed. A coat of paint or wallpaper that's not... Is that moss? Our room's got a little bit of a problem here. She's sitting cross-legged on the bed at the occupied side of the room. Also, the window seems like a fence. I don't know how I feel about that. Boy, so how did it go? Were you recruited to the council? How did she know that's what I was summoned there for? Oh, you know, I kind of figured there's only so many things they'd want someone like you for, right? I mean, even if you've never gone to school here before, you're still one of them. I must seem like that to someone like Gia, but I couldn't feel further apart from those boys on the student council. So even if you're new here, I'm sure they'll treat you as an equal. They probably will, which makes me wonder, how do they treat their equals? Don't worry, I bet you'll be so busy helping prepare for the Valentine's auction this Friday that you won't even get the chance to feel sad or anxious about anything. Well, now that you say that just makes me all sad and anxious. Right, Crispin mentioned something like that earlier. I've no idea what that is, but I'll no doubt find out tomorrow. I'm still stuck on how Gia was both my guide and my roommate, by the way. Did she plan that? Maybe there just aren't as many vacancies around this time of year. No, there's actually a lot of empty spots right now, but I went to housing and asked them to put my room at the top of the list, and now here you are. Winter's just, like, a really lonely season, you know? Oh, I feel that. That's why I attended boarding school in California for high school until now. I'd had enough of freezing temperatures, among other things. Oh, that sounds just positively mysterious. By the way, I just wanted to say, because I didn't earlier... Oh boy. Here it comes. I'm sorry about what happened to your dad. What an awful thing to go through. I thought so. Sooner or later, everyone gives me their condolences. How much have you heard, or thank you? You know what? I'm kind of feeling a little paranoid towards this girl. I've gotten kind of a creepy vibe from her in what she said, and she ran off with my luggage, like, immediately. And, I mean, I can understand loneliness to a point, but she's getting, like, you know, the girl from Unfriended levels of creepy, so how much have you heard? I assume the student body was told the most basic facts, but I'm still curious. Just, that it was a really terrible accident, that's all. See, her mouth has gone a little... She's a little worried about this. Her little fist hands aren't... They're a little nervous. You shouldn't feel like you're all alone in the world, boy. Everyone here is going to be super excited to meet you and be friends. Right? I know I just met you, like, this morning, but I don't know, you're really cool, and I hope we can get along. Am I really cool? Is Boy Mailberg really cool? Gia may be blissfully ignorant about why I'm here, but at least she seems genuine. This could be a lot worse, really. It'll be nice to have a friend who has nothing to do with any of this murder business. Plus, she's cute. Oh, okay. Alright, so it seems like our narrator is is leaning towards Gia. It's almost like it's almost like the game's author wants to push you in the direction of going for the female option, the only female option first. No females are on the student council, and your first legitimate suspect, the only one who's given you any reason to suspect them, is the only female you meet. Ugh, I hope you're getting more out of this student council nonsense than I am, because I do not expect to enjoy it. But at least I'm making progress, right? No. And that's what matters most. Literally no. You're not making any progress. I'm pretty tired, so I'll talk to you tomorrow. We've got a long day ahead of us, if the members of the student council are to be believed. Fingers crossed that it all turns out well. Please, I really hope it does. Okay. We're doing good. Good afternoon, string puller. My first day of class has been fairly uneventful so far, if you don't count all the wide-eyed looks I get whenever anyone hears my last name. I'd be more concerned hearing your first and last name together, Boy Mailberg. Everyone is walking on eggshells around me, even the teachers. I think they're afraid of me. Maybe I murdered my father. I suppose I'd rather be feared than to have everyone treat me like I've suffered a tragedy, but I'd rather just blend in if I can. I worry about that. I'd rather be feared. That's getting into kind of Ayn Rand territory, and I hope this game doesn't go for that. I have one class left until my orientation after... Aren't you supposed to have an orientation first? I've done well to avoid any student council members today so far, but... Speak of the devil, there's the blue flower bed himself, right there, seated alone at a table. Strange, with a face like that you'd think he'd be more popular. What are you trying to say? The flower bed himself, I feel like that's a little bit of a... I feel like there's a little bit of an undertone to that I'm not really... I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, Boy Mailberg. He can dress however the fuck he wants. He's waving at me very eagerly, so now I have to sit with him, or else I'll feel bad. Boy, I didn't know we had class together. What a surprise. A pleasant surprise, I hope. Keep your voice down. We're in a library. That is a pretty prickish thing to say. But I just defended Ellis's right to look that way. So you know what? We're gonna be pleasant to Ellis. Oh no, of course it is. I'm very happy to see you. He seems sincere, at least. Anyway, I shouldn't distract you since you probably have lots of work to catch up on. I just wanted to say hello. I actually have nothing to do, since this is only my first day, but I won't dissuade him from leaving me alone. I also have lots of work to do, but, I can't find my pen. It's right there, stuck in one of his flowers. How is he not noticing? Well, because this is probably a wig. I should have brought another one. This always happens. Should I tell him? Do I tell him about his pen? You know what? I said I was gonna tell him. You know what? I'm kind of like an Ellis. Marches to the beat of his own drums. I appreciate that. Okay, you're right. I'll be nice. I don't know how I feel about Boy Mailberg not really liking my decisions as the string puller. Oh, thank you, boy. I wonder how it got there. Presumably because that's where he put it? Oh, wait, boy, could I ask you something? That's never a very good thing to hear, is it? Yes, being asked questions is the worst. Why did you transfer to our school all of a sudden? You're a graduating senior, aren't you? And right after your father. I knew someone would ask me this sooner or later, but I didn't think it would be Ellis. To claim my birthright. I just needed a change in scenery. To claim my birthright. This isn't Game of Thrones, and that's even more suspicious if you say to claim my birthright, because why would you want to claim your birthright? This is February. You got 3 months left of school. I think a change in scenery is a little bit more believable, because you know what I'd want to do is go from California in February to the East Coast in February.